Dude, look at that bad ass machine right there, buddy. That is what I'm talking about. Yeah, give me the 4x4 Chinook looking one. What's happening, guys? I apologize if it's a bit windy, but I figured I would show you. This is the water filling station out at Quartzsite in Laposa South. There's another one right over there. This is where you can come and get water as long as you have your pass. So we're not going to get water today because we're going to help Mike dump his water out. But I figured I would show you this. And it's convenient because right over there, that's where you dump. That's another dump station. And then way up there, right there, that dumpster, that's where you drop your scrap. G's over there somewhere. Now we'll go back to the camp and do water. All right, guys. So you know that if you're at the LVTA, you got water. You can drive up to the water station and get water. But people at the camp, like Roy and Adventures of Traveling Mike, they don't mess around and they got gigantic water tanks. So we're going to take some water from him because he's kind of awesome. All right, guys, so check it out here. I got a little bit of water filter going on here. I picked myself up 6 gallons this morning, as you already saw. And what I got going is I got it going through the filter, going into that one, and then the return I have going back in there. So we're going to see how much of this 6 gallons we can totally filter out. I forgot to charge the filter again, so luckily the Blue Eddy's doing double and triple duty. It's charging while powering that and charging that, and charging a couple puck lights, or one more puck light. But yeah, that is today's water filter system, and boom, we got solar panels blocking it all out. These are those 160 watt panels that I got. Honestly, I don't think I've gotten more than 110 watts out of them, but the sun is pretty low in the hemisphere right now, so we can't completely base it off of that. Life is fun at the LVTA. You just got to do those things that help you survive. That's what work is. I guess I got to take a shower because Mike moved from like right here all the way to over there, so I guess I must stink. This morning I set up the shower tent and got Camp Lux set up, so that's all ready to go. First we're going to try it. Well, I don't know if I can get something to put on here, on this line here, to connect to that back there, then maybe we'll plug it that way. But if not, I'm just going to pull the cap off and throw the inlet hose in there and use that 5 gallons first. For those of you who have watched our old videos, you know that I really hate this tent, but it's like every time I'm just about giving up on putting it back away, I figure out how to get it in the bag. So guess we'll find out in a couple months if this one's going to stay in the war wagon or finally the time that we get a new one. All right, guys, having a little bit of lunch here. Woo, look at that, foggy. So what we got is a couple hot dogs. We're gonna make some ghetto dogs today. So we got some bread with leftover cheese from an MRE. Biggity bam. I'm usually not one for condiments, but with ghetto dogs, you gotta have a little mustard, right? The ghetto dog. Works for me. Now check this out. I got a new neighbor. It's RVing with G, everybody. Whoop, whoop. Oh, there he is. Hey, y'all. Bam! And there's his little knucklehead. Spot, what's up, knucklehead? Aha! He was. Come on. Oh, see that? You're easily distracted. Yeah, get this. Knucklehead. What's going on, guys? Right now I'm hanging out in the war wagon, man. It is windy in Quartzsite. It's the first one of these of the year of this season for me. Wind and Quartzsite kind of go hand in hand, but November, December, usually you don't have it stand up quite this much. But today's a windy one, and I think tomorrow's even going to be more windy. So, going to be some hanging out in the van. Like I said in some previous videos, you know, like van life is not all glitz and glam. In fact, none of it's glitz and glam. You know, it's hardcore, kinda. You know, like, I mean, I got a place yet. I'm not 100% in this van. I probably only spend 6-7 months on the road, maybe 8 months on the road. So that's not the same as everybody else. But it's the same as everybody else when you're out in Quartzsite and the wind's blowing. So you got to just kind of have hobbies and things to do, you know, like, I've been playing guitar. My fingers are hurting, especially because I got a neighbor that plays guitar, mandolin lately. It's really fun playing with a mandolin player. So we've been playing a lot, and you know, I have good calluses. My fingers are still. I almost had to put some super glue on yesterday. I was bleeding. That's kind of cool though too. You guys hear that, man? It's vicious out there. My neighbors across the back in the old Misfit camp, I just watched them set their solar panels up about 10 times. I think they finally gave up. I don't even want to look. But I got my shower in. That was awesome. I needed that. And that was just in time because the wind really stood up. Hear that dog out there? RVing with G and Spot. I guess we're not going to call him that anymore. It's just going to be G Spot. And I'm probably always going to giggle every time I say that. So get used to that. But yeah, it's sunny out, but it's windy. It seemed like it might have calmed down for a couple minutes, but it's coming. It's going to be windy for a while. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 63 degrees in the shade. I mean, it's not bad at all. So it's 75 degrees in the war wagon. My batteries are floating for the system back here. And the Blue Eddies, if it's not 100%, it's at like 98%, and it'll be charged by the end of the day. So, yeah, kind of not a real exciting afternoon, but I at least figured I would, you know, talk to you a little bit about van life not always being fun, you know? And, yeah, not glitz and glam. It's never glamorous. Like, after today I took a shower after 9 days. That's not glamorous. Well, I mean, I guess I can remember being on the road as a musician and not taking a shower for 9 days, too. Yeah, that was a rough life, too, now that I think about it. But it was traveling in a bus. That was a lot easier, a lot more comforts of home than the war wagon. Though the war wagon does have a lot of comforts of home. And got to filter some water, so that's awesome, man. I tasted some of that water today. I love that RO filter. I really love that filter. I got to thank, what do they call? iHeart for that filter. I'll leave a link if I remember in the description. If not, there's a video. There's like a couple videos on here of that filter. You should check it out if you're into them, because I drank the water out here in Quartzsite last year, but I wasn't glad that I was doing it. And now that I got this filter, wow, is it windy? Holy crap. Something blew over out there. I hope it wasn't a motorcycle. Nope. Oh. You want to spy on G? Let's spy on G. Let's see. Nope, that's me. And that is why I carry 9 different pairs of glasses. Because I literally cleaned these and put them on. I wore them for 5 minutes. I broke them. Huh. What if he knows we're spying on him? Even his bike is called the G-Force. Yeah, man, it's good to have that homeboy back in camp. And he's got his little knucklehead dog over there. See him? Spot. G-Spot. So, yeah, guys. That's what's going on right now. So, I'll check in with you later. So that's going to do it for this one. I should have just ended the video there, but I didn't. So it's about 3 hours later. The sun has set. It's still windy, and that's going to do it for this one. We'll see you on the next one. Keep on vanning.